Fast Friday, September 30th, 2022. I did it. 77.6. 77 kilos, 0.6. I did it. I'm finally under 78. I checked, and I've been keeping track of my weight in this little notepad on my phone for almost exactly 2 years. November or October 2020. 2 years, and I've never been under, I don't think I've been under 79. Now I'm under 78, 77.6. I'm so thrilled. Okay, ready for takeaways? Let external factors play a role in your action. So, I don't know if you remember, I think I just started doing this a few weeks ago, but about a month ago, my son had a stomach flu, gave it to my wife, gave it to me, and I was hurling potatoes, like a madman for a few times on I think it was a Wednesday. It's Thursday. That's funny, Thursday. And then so Friday I didn't eat. And that's where this Fast Friday came about, because I had the stomach flu, of course didn't feel like eating, didn't eat anything, and felt okay on the next day, but then I kept going. So the stomach flu kicked it off, and that's where I said, ooh, stomach flu. And I know I'm gonna quote that terrible quote from the Devil Wears Prada movie book, and it says, I'm just one stomach flu away from a size 4. Yeah. So I took that and ran with it and said, I'm going to take this stomach flu and run with it, and I'm going to now continue a fast. And so I know this sounds crazy, and I can't really call it a fast for a month, but it was no solid foods. I had to have dinner because it was my friend's birthday party. It was a cooking birthday party, and I ate some. So I think twice I had solid food in a 4 or even, I think I'm at 5 weeks now, 5-week period. And it's been pretty much smoothies. And I'm not holding back on those. I mean, there's peanut butter in there, and there's spinach, and there's good stuff, right? And protein powder and stuff. So definitely getting my nutrients and calories. But the no solid food, that was kind of fun. Also, frankly, pro tip, it's kind of easy, because then what are my rules, right? If you have rules, you just break all the rules, and well, then what good are they? But if you like no solid food, that was pretty easy. And then I'm like, I'll just put a steak into my shake. I'm like, okay, I could. But I also didn't have any meat. No, definitely no alcohol. Sugar, I definitely had sugar, because I love my chai lattes. So, however, then this week, it's now Friday, September 30th. And on Wednesday night, I had this all-night meditation retreat. And they suggested a food fast for 5 or 6 hours. Of course, I took that to the extreme and did it for 24. I started Tuesday night. And then they also recommended like a media fast, like a screen time and news and whatnot. And that was awesome, because when I got back Thursday afternoon, I had one thing to do. I needed to publish Thursday Thunder. And then I did it. And I did that, and I had no computer on. It was awesome. And it's weird when you realize how much you're on your phone, how much you're on your computer. And I did a fast. I did a fast of media and whatever you want to call that stuff, social media and stuff. That was pretty awesome. And I got weird stuff done. I cleaned up our bedroom. This has been like this pile of junk on it literally for like months. And I cleaned it. And that was part of the fast. So if you think about the fast in that way as well, it doesn't have to be a food fast, right? It could be a fast of something else. Fast of media, fast of social media, fast of computer time. I told myself, I'm not turning the computer back on today. And I didn't. And it was awesome. And I sat down with my wife, and we were literally sitting on the couch, having a cup of tea, had our little fireplace thingy on. And I'm like, wow, okay, I don't do this enough. 77.6. I did it. If I'm allowed to be proud of myself, I am proud of myself. I've worked really hard, although, it's funny. Though, as I said those words, I realized, and I know this is really hard to believe, but it just gets easier and easier. You'd think, I'm hungry and hungry. Nope. Like now, I'm done with this 5-week fast. I have now had 48 hours plus like another 12, 60 hour. And this has really only been water only. I've really only done water for 60 hours, right? Wednesday, Thursday, all of Tuesday night, all of Wednesday, all of Thursday to now. That's like 60 hours. So a 60-hour water fast, and like, it's weird. I know if you're not into fasting, you're like, how in the world do you even function? And I feel awesome. It's crazy. I feel fantastic. I feel strong. I feel light. I feel aware. I feel awake. I feel alive. So there we go. 77.6. Finally got under 78. That was my big goal. I really wanted to get under 80. Remember, I started like 83, right? I wanted to get under 80. Then I wanted under 78, and I did it. So you can do it too, and it gets easier. I know it's painful, and it sounds painful, and it is in the beginning, but just like anything, it's just a practice. It's just a practice. Okay, I think I'm about at 5 minutes. That's it for today. This is Fast Friday. Hey, guess what? Guess who's going to be doing this every week? I'm going to try to get my wife into this. So Fast Friday, let's fast from Thursday evening or afternoon until Friday morning, and let's recap how we're feeling in less than 5 minutes because it's fast on a Fast Friday. See you next week.